Hello students, in my last video I had explained one of the elements of promotion mix, that is sales promotion. It basically means the short term incentives given or designed to tempt or encourage the buyers to make immediate purchase. These are the forceful communications which may allure the buyers, at least the potential customers, to get converted into real customers. So these promotion techniques we'll study today. Also explained merits and limitations. Merits are three, limitations are two. Merits means here the benefits of sales promotions are shown. Attention value is quite higher as compared to the other items or other elements of promotion mix. It is quite useful in launching the new product because it catches the attention as well as it helps in penetrating the minds of newer customers. Also, it helps as a supplementary promotion tool along with the other other ways of promoting a product or a service. That means the advertising or the personal selling or the publicity or the public relations. All this would be complemented or supplemented by this additional sales promotional activities. The limitations can be it reflects the crisis. It means when you are giving a lot of promotional schemes, it means that the company is facing some kind of problem in making their products available, or to just that the demand is not natural and they have to create the demand. So the message that a company is clearing the stock would go in a negative way in the minds of customers. The next limitation is spoils the product image. Yes, it would also give an image, give an impression to the customers that the products are not of good quality, and so the company is trying for the distress sale, the sale of the products or services which are not good in nature. Today we would move ahead with the commonly used sales promotion techniques or activities. This is very important from the exam's viewpoint. You would be given a few examples of sales promotion and you will have to find out which technique is used. So for identifying the technique from the given example, we first have to understand the techniques well. First technique is rebate. Now see, rebate means offering products a special price to clear off excess inventory. This is really different from discount. Discount means offering the product at a price less than the list price. Say once the MRP would be mentioned, and at the say below the MRP or somewhere in the label it would be written that discounts up to 50% or flat discount of 30%. That is discount, normally mentioned in the percentage terms, while rebates are the special prices itself. Say price of a car reduced by 50,000 rupees. So from 8 lakhs now you will be able to buy at 7 lakhs 50,000. So that 50,000 here would be known as rebate, while discounts are normally given in percentages, and that would show the price that is lesser than the list price or the MRP, that is maximum retail price. Refunds are very easy to understand. Refunding something on showing the proof of previous purchase. Say on the pack of Amul Gold milk, you will be given a corner which mentions that if you show this cut off, you have to cut that corner off, and if you show it to a retailer, he would be giving you discounts on your next purchase of an ice cream, a family pack or a candy or a bar, whatever it is, that would be shown on the packet itself. So that is known as refund. That is, if for example you are giving 5 empty wrappers of a chocolate, you would be given 1 chocolate free. So 4 wrappers you have to collect, and on exchange of 4 wrappers you would be getting 1 chocolate free. That is refund. So by showing a proof of purchase, say you are showing the empty wrappers of chocolates, or you are showing that cut out part of that milk bag of Amul, and on that proof that is produced by you, the shopkeeper will give you something that is mentioned, that is refund. Product combination and quantity gifts are little confusing, so you have to be very careful. Product combination means offering another product as a gift along with the purchase of one product. Say a pack of half kg of rice with the purchase of a bag of noodles, right, or a bag of atta, or get say one pen drive free with a purchase of digital camera, or buy a latest model of LED TV and you will get for example a vacuum cleaner free. So here you are given a different product as a gift, right, or as an additional item along with the main purchase, but the main purchase and the additional gift, they are both different in their quality and nature. So that is known as product combination wherein excuse me, the quantity gift means giving a little more in the same packet, say 40% extra in a dairy milk chocolate or in any chocolate, or say in a hotel's offer of take 2 nights and third night free for you. So here you are given quantity gift of the same product or service you are already availing. But if for example the service is like take 2 nights hotel stay and you will be given one package for sightseeing free, so that is product combination, because you are given sightseeing free along with the night stays. So these two are different things. But if you are given third night free along with the stay of 2 nights, that is quantity gift. So product combination, as the name suggests, two different product would be merged to give a package of a scheme, while quantity gift means giving something extra in the same packet or of the same kind, right. Say 20% extra in a toothpaste tube, that is quantity gift. You are given a little more quantity than what is there inside. Next is instant draws and assigned gift. Say scratch a card and whatever is written inside you would be given, right, like scratch a card and you would be getting 10 rupees Paytm balance, right, or say burst a cracker and instantly win a refrigerator. So these are the instant draws. Instantly you will be say scratch a card and you will get 20 rupees BSNL prepaid card balance, right. So that is instant draws and quantity gift. Say again you can say another example of this is shop for rupees 10,000 and you will get 10% off on the bill, or you will be getting 10% off on your next purchase. That is also assigned gift or instant draw, right. The next is lucky draw. Lucky draw is companies offer lucky draws where the customers have a chances to win the prize. Say earlier it used to happen that the Lux soap used to give the offer that inside you have to buy Lux soap and inside that you would get a 1 gram gold pendant, right. So it is a lucky draw, this is a chance, it depends on chance. And say you buy a brand of hair oil and you will have a chance to have dinner with Vidya Balan. So that is a lucky draw, it's like random sampling, right. Each one of you will have equal chance to get that offer, but you do not know when your luck favors you. So that is a lucky draw. Instant draw and lucky draw are different. In instant draw you will have to you are present there and you would get something for sure, it's an instant draw, right. Instantly you are getting the prize. Or assigned gift means on the present purchase you would be getting something off on the next purchase, or you would be getting something off on the other purchase of a specified item. Say if your bill in a big bazaar, they used to give this offer that if your bill is above 3,000, they will give you a 6 pack of glasses, right, the glasses for rupees 100 only. The actual MRP is 500, but since you are buying goods worth 3,000, they are giving you that 500 wala set of glass at rupees 99 or rupees 100 only. That is a sign gift. While lucky draw is purely the draw system wherein only a few will have chance to win the prizes. The next is usable benefit. Usable benefit is giving the vouchers, very easy. Just remember this, giving out the usable vouchers. Say purchase goods worth rupees 3,000 and get a holiday package worth rupees 3,000 free. So that holiday package is a usable benefit when you shop worth rupees 3,000. Or get a discount voucher for XYZ salon if you are buying a hair dryer, right. So hair dryer is the actual purchase, while that voucher that you can use in a different salon or a specified salon is your usable benefit. So when you get the vouchers to be discounted at the other place or to be discounted for some other goods or services, it is known as usable benefit, the benefit that you can use in future. Next is full finance, say at 0%. Many companies like Bajaj is the leader in this category. Bajaj Consumer Finance would say that if you are buying electronic goods, you do not have to pay a rupee, a single penny as an interest if you are buying that in installments. Say you are buying a washing machine worth rupees 25,000, the front load one, and the price of, as I said, is 25,000, and you are allowed to have say 25 installments of rupees 1000 each, but the total would remain 25,000 only. You do not have to pay anything as interest. This is normally, earlier it never used to happen, because whenever we used to have installments, we had to pay some amount as an interest. But since here the companies have made tie-ups with the production companies, the producers of these electronic goods would have tie-ups with the financiers like Bajaj Finance. So they will be bearing the additional cost, or in one or the other way they would be charging their margins from these producers, but they won't charge anything from the consumers. So that is known as finance at 0%. So the price would be equal to the installments you pay. So in this way you can see a great spike in the consumer buying or in the consumer durable buying patterns, because they do not have to pay anything extra. They are just paying what is mentioned on the product. Interest part is completely forgotten. So that is known as full finance at 0% without any interest or any other hidden charges. So, but yes, you should also inquire about the other charges like service charge or file charge or document handling charge, but that nowadays also can be bargained. But you just have to be little careful that are you going to be charged under different titles that can be counted as interest indirectly, right? Next is sampling. Sampling is giving free samples of product. Say giving 50 grams of detergent powder free, right? So that a customer can well test it. So when you buy a washing machine, normally you are given I think 200 grams Ariel packet free, so that you can see the result of using that Ariel packet in your washing machine, and next time you buy a bigger packet of the same detergent brand. So that is sampling. Or giving a small toothpaste, you know that 10 rupee wala toothpaste, normally every brand of toothpaste has that variety, be it Colgate, be it Cloza, be it Pepsodent, Miswak, every brand has that smaller size that can be offered as sample free of cost, right? So that a customer can taste it, can experience it, and it may uh, motivate the customer to buy the bigger one. Next is contest. Competitive events involving application of skills or luck, say solving a quiz, answering some questions, right? So in that way the winner would get the prize. Normally this happens in products wherein you have to have a lot of features to be introduced to the customers, like mobile phones or computers or laptops. You may arrange a contest in which who could answer the maximum questions about that product would be the winner and would be given gift for that. So these are the ways in which sales promotion can be used, or these, on the other words, these are the techniques through which you can promote your sales. So this is about the third element of promotion mix. Now we will be moving ahead with the next one, that is publicity, which is not in syllabus. We'll just have a glance over it, and then the last one is public relations. These two I'll be explaining in my next video. Till then, please stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you.